Right here, Callie snoring in the background. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of primarily L'Oreal products. There are a couple of things that I just think this is going to be with all of my one brand tutorials. There are a couple of things that I just don't have in the line. For L'Oreal, I don't have a brow product or a setting powder or a I think that's it. I think everything else, oh, and my eyeliner. My eyeliner and lip liner is not by L'Oreal. Everything else though is L'Oreal products, and you'll see in the video I was having a lot of fun with this. If you are new to my channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, which will be right here. It's a little red button down at the bottom. Also, follow me on my social media platforms, which will all be listed right here. These are all the names, and they'll also be listed down below. Make sure that you stay tuned to see how I got this look. Yay! So let's go ahead and get started. This is the concealer that I'm going to be using. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This is in the shade 7-8, same as the foundation. I think that's what's so great about this line is that it kind of like does the work for you. So once you find your shade, it's really not hard to find your concealer. So this is the True Match Foundation, the original. Of course, you know I hate the bottle, but what can you do? So, yeah, it looks all bulky. So gross. So I'm going to go ahead and place this on my face, and when I originally bought this, I thought it was my perfect shade, but it's really yellow, and I guess it could work, but I like it to have a little more warmth, so I'm going to go ahead and mix this NYX pigment into it and make it work a little better. It's not that much of a difference, but it's a difference to me. And I'm using the L'Oreal sponge. It's the face sponge. They have 3 sponges, one for contouring concealer, I believe one, I don't know what the other one is for, and then this one is for your face. So I'm using this for my foundation. As you can see, I get an overall nice, full, even coverage. I wouldn't say full, I would say light to medium coverage. It's definitely not full coverage, because you see my little pimple down there? I named him George. And I had to go over George a couple of times just to get rid of the redness. So this is the True Match Concealer that I used in the beginning of the tutorial to conceal my dark spots. Now I'm going to use this to highlight underneath my eyes, on my nose, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and I believe I did my chin this day. So I'm going to go ahead and place it in these areas, and I'm going to take that same L'Oreal sponge and I'm going to go ahead and blend it out, and you will see the difference in how flawless it looks when it blends out. So this is one side completely blended out, and I think it looks amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out the other side. I will have an updated summer foundation routine. I just haven't filmed it yet. I'm trying to figure out what works for me, because I don't like to have a lot of foundation on in the summer because I sweat. And I'm watching Golden Girls. I should probably mute that. So since I didn't have the powder, I went ahead and set my face and my concealer. And I'm going to go ahead and use my foundation powder to set the rest of my face. But I'm not showing it because it's not L'Oreal. So I'm just taking my Mikasa brush, and I'm going to go ahead and set everywhere. Now I'm going in with this True Match powder. I believe this is in the color Cocoa. It's just a dark foundation powder, but it works so well as a bronzer. The only thing I will say is it is super pigmented, so make sure you go in with a light hand, because as you can see, I was having a lot of fun and I placed way too much. So I tried to blend it out with the brush. I have no additional product on it, but as you can see, it's still pretty harsh, and it's a little harsh on the other side as well. So I'm going to get the brush that I use for my face powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and try to blend that out as much as possible. Not putting any additional product on the brush, it just kind of helps diffuse it. So now I'm going to use this Dangerous powder as a nose contour, which you'll see it's going to be I'm not gonna lie, it was a little harsh for my liking. So I mean, the show must go on. So I went ahead and I continued and finished contouring my nose. So now I'm just dusting away all of the excess powder, and this is just going to help, you know, blend everything together. And there you have your base, and I think it looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take that same bronzer and a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to place this in the crease because I don't have like an eyeshadow palette from L'Oreal. I do have single eyeshadows, but I don't have enough to create a full look. The two eyeshadows that I do have are both shimmery, and one of them I'm going to be using as my highlight. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Gel Liner. I do already have a eyeliner tutorial up, so I will link that up on the left. I'm going to link it as a card, but it will also be down in my description bar. So if you want to see how I do my wing liner, go ahead and check that video out. I also have a video on my brows, so all of that will already be listed. So here are my brows. 1, 2, 3, and we're done. So now I'm going in with this L'Oreal, I believe it's the Infallible mascara. Oh, I'm sorry, the Voluminous Lash Paradise. So I'm going to use this to coat my lashes on both sides. I did use false eyelashes, and I will have the name of the lashes that I use down below. They are by Allure. I believe they're the dramatic lashes in the purple box. And I'm going to go right back into that bronzer, and I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line, which I used a ColourPop black eyeliner to line my lower lashes, or my waterline. Yeah. So this is just going to help set that and kind of smoke out the bottom lash line. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible number 888. It's one of their pressed pigments, and it's very shiny. I used it only on the top points of my cheeks. It's not the most blinding highlight, but it does work. So I put that on my nose. As you can see, I was messing with my nose, so my nose turned red because I saw a pimple and I was trying to pop it. And then you also go ahead and put it on your Cupid's bow. I put it in my tear ducts because it just looks nice that way. And now I'm going in with this L'Oreal Infallible blush. It's called like their paints, but it's powder. So I was going to use that orange color, but then I decided to step outside my box and use the pink. It's kind of like a watermelon pink. And I'm using my favorite blush brush by Mikasa. I have a coupon code for the Mikasa brush collection, and I will have that listed down at the bottom bar. And I put too much blush. So make sure that you're really careful with this because this is a very, very pigmented blush. So make sure that you know, be careful with it. So here I'm going to go ahead and I'm taking this lip liner by Bare Minerals. It's not that important which lip liner it is because you would use whatever lip liner works for you. But since I'm using two of the only lip products I have. This is the Farest Nude by L'Oreal. It's a lipstick. It's actually my favorite lipstick. I used to wear this every day for like a year. So I'm going in with this L'Oreal Infallible lip paint. I can't remember the name of this lip paint, but it will be down in the description bar. It's just a nice pink. Like it's a subtle pink. Like I would say that it's more of a blue undertoned pink, but it is definitely a nice pink. So I'm just going to place that on top and kind of mix them in together to kind of create like a nudish pink. And that's pretty much it. I went ahead and sprayed my face, but since it's not a L'Oreal spray, I didn't show that. And this is my final look. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, beauties, stay blessed.
Oh, you feel so sexy, so good. banana.